explicarles un poquito saliendo de mi historia. Yo no soy el que era, ni tampoco soy el que seré. Esto se explica porque generalmente nosotros aprendemos a cargarles años a la vida y no vida a los años. Hace aproximadamente 6 años, yo estaba muy mal, pero muy mal en serio. Estaba perdido, estaba desorientado. Como cualquiera de nosotros nos puede pasar, perdemos el eje, nos vamos perdiendo en las circunstancias que nos genera la vida. Y pesaba 112 kilos, tenía diabetes. Le pedía por favor a los médicos, mira, dejar cómo están las cosas, porque la verdad que yo no creo que tenga mucha solución ante esto. Sin embargo, una persona que se me cruzó en el camino me dijo, mira, yo te voy a dar una pauta. Anda a ver a una persona acá mismo en la ciudad de Buenos Aires que te va a ayudar. Esa persona era un anciano así chiquitito, con una túnica, muy despojado de todo, y me estaba esperando con un té, en una mesa con un té. Me dice, sentate, no quiero que hables nada, yo voy a hablar para vos. Escuchando, me dice, te voy a dar 3 pautas. La primera, vas a tener que empezar a pedir permiso, aprender a pedir permiso. La segunda, vas a tener que empezar a aprender a pedir perdón. Y la tercera, que quiero que lo hagas todos los días, es a dar las gracias. Cuando me estaba yendo, me dijo algo más. Me dice, ¿y sabes qué, Mariano? Haz una cosita, practica algo. Acordate lo que te voy a decir ahora. No te preocupes tanto por la vida, porque ninguno sale vivo de ella. ¿Saben qué? Tenía mucha razón. Salí de ahí y esas 3 pautas me proyectaron a pensar cómo podía hacer algún cambio. Porque a pesar de todo lo que me estaba pasando, yo era un hombre de éxito. Tenía las pautas que generalmente la sociedad le impone a uno tener desde el punto de vista del éxito. Yo tenía mi casa, mi trabajo, un excelente trabajo. 2 casas, no una, 2 casas. Mi auto para mi esposa, una familia maravillosa. Y digo, ¿qué es lo que pasa? ¿Por qué estamos en esta situación? Entonces, estas 3 pautas me enseñaron que de alguna manera uno tiene que proyectarse en los sueños. Sí, en los sueños. Tiene que ser un poco irrealista. ¿Ustedes se acuerdan que Jobs decía, uno tiene que ser un poco loco? Tiene que desarrollar la locura. Porque si no, no hay creatividad en la vida. ¿Sí o no? Yo creo que sí. Yo creo que si no somos un poquito locos, nos sacamos esos prejuicios, es difícil seguir avanzando de una forma dinámica, creativa en la vida.
But because it's missing in the advice that we're given. Here's what I mean by that. 5 years ago, I was asked to moderate a panel of executives, and the topic for the evening was, what do you look for in high potential employees? So think about the 3 elements of leadership as I summarize for you what they told me. They said, we look for people who are smart and hardworking and committed and trustworthy and resilient. So which element of leadership does that relate to? Personal greatness. They said, we look for employees who are great with our customers, who empower their teams, who negotiate effectively, who are able to manage conflict well, and are overall great communicators. Which element of leadership does that equate to? Engaging the greatness in others. And then they pretty much...
This is really a 2-hour presentation I give to high school students, cut down to 3 minutes. And it all started one day on a plane on my way to TED, 7 years ago. And in the seat next to me was a high school student, a teenager, and she came from a really poor family. And she wanted to make something of her life. And she asked me a simple little question. She said, what leads to success? And I felt really badly because I couldn't give her a good answer. So I get off the plane and I come to TED. And I think, geez, I'm in the middle of a room of successful people. So why don't I ask them what helped them succeed and pass it on to kids? So here we are, 7 years, 500 interviews later, and I'm going to tell you what really leads to success and makes Tedsters tick. And the first thing is passion. Freeman Thomas says, I'm driven by my passion. Tedsters do it for love, they don't do it for money. Carol Coletta says, I would pay someone to do what I do. And the interesting thing is, if you do it for love, the money comes anyway. Work. Rupert Murdoch said to me, it's all hard work. Nothing comes easily, but I have a lot of fun. Did he say fun, Rupert? Yes. Tedsters do have fun working, and they work hard. I figure they're not workaholics, they're workaholics. Good. Alex Garden says, to be successful, put your nose down in something and get damn good at it. There's no magic, it's practice, practice, practice. And it's focus. Norman Jewison said to me, I think it all has to do with focusing yourself on one thing. And push. David Gallo says, push yourself. Physically, mentally, you've got to push, push, push. You got to push through shyness and self-doubt. Goldie Hawn says, I always had self-doubts. I wasn't good enough, I wasn't smart enough, I didn't think I'd make it. Now, it's not always easy to push yourself, and that's why they invented mothers. Frank Gehry said to me, my mother pushed me. Serve. Sherwin Nuland says it was a privilege to serve as a doctor. Now, a lot of kids tell me they want to be millionaires, and the first thing I say to them is, okay, well, you can't serve yourself. You got to serve others something of value, because that's the way people really get rich. Ideas. Tedster Bill Gates says, I had an idea. Founding the first microcomputer software company. I'd say it was a pretty good idea. And there's no magic to creativity and coming up with ideas. It's just doing some very simple things. And I give lots of evidence. Persist. Joe Kraus says persistence is the #1 reason for our success. You got to persist through failure. You got to persist through crap, which of course means criticism, rejection, assholes, and pressure. So the answer to this question is simple. Pay $4,000 and come to TED. Or failing that, do the 8 things, and trust me, these are the big 8 things that lead to success. Thank you, Tedsters, for all your interviews.